I wanted to talk about the new requirements again. This time I want to go over the basic strikes, meaning hitting with the hands and the elbows and the shoulders, basically upper body strikes. Keep in mind that this list is not a exhaustive list of all the ways that you can hit with your upper body. It's merely our attempt to cover a wide enough range such that the student can be very creative. It's sort of a starter's palette, if you will, of how to strike. It's meant to increase in difficulty, and the strikes are meant to build on each other as well. Let's look first at the inward elbow, the first strike we give a student. So we're going to break it down by lifting up the arm, making a fist, covering, and pivoting. The idea here is I'm using the turning of the hips and the sinking of the body. Strike, nice safe surface anywhere from the point through the ulna here. The point's going to do the most damage, is going to end up cutting someone, possibly. The vertical punch, that refers to the direction of the fist, so it's up and down. So there's no twisting of the arm here. Straightening up the top two knuckles. We can of course fire that from a variety of stances. Back fist. As the vertical punch went straight, the back fist comes slightly from the side, has a little bit of a loose, sort of noodly feel to it. There. This version for extension, that version for power. The ridge hand, striking right there as an open-handed action. Tucking the thumb to expose the side here. Can also be done with closed hand. Gives you just a teeny bit more reach than a hook. Half twisting punch. Vertical. Half twist. Adds a little bit of torque in the strike. Hook. Vertical punch. Back fist. So here's another angle. Here. Here. Top two knuckles. Uppercut. Top two knuckles. I prefer this style. I don't like this, as you have to adjust a lot with distance. This seems, to me anyway, to be more practical for more varied distance. Unless you're wearing a boxing glove and you're using tape too usually. You're fine. Full twisting punch, traditional hard style, turn over, hold it out, top two knuckles. This sets up with the palm up here in what's called a classic chamber here or here. Powers from the hips, the twist, and the sink. Lunge is a lot like the full twist. You just don't turn your hand over here often sets up well with back fist if you kind of spar with one hand high and one hand low. A slight variation on that. That was the reverse punch. I may have misnamed that one. The lunge punch is where you step forward here. So my apologies. Reverse, lunge. They're essentially the same punch, just introducing the student to the idea of a little bit more extension. Hammer fist. So most of our punches thus far have been with this striking surface here. We had one, the ridge hand here. So now we're using the pinky side here. As we clench our fist, we're going to hit with that. What's cool about the hammer fist, it's kind of taught as a looser strike, meaning not a particular angle that you teach the student. Hit the guy, hit the bag, wherever, which is nice. That's where we want to head eventually anyways. Hit the bag, hit the guy with whatever, from whatever angle that works. Again, all these strikes are just supposed to provide a palette for that. Palm up chop and palm down chop. The up just refers to, like you might think, where the palm is facing. So palm up, set up here, and come across. Should set it up more traditionally here. Sets up like the hard inward block here. Palm down chop here. Has always felt like the back fist to me. But can also be thrown like the back fist, meaning pivot away from distance. Or it can come in for more power. Full back fist. Turns over there, top two knuckles again. There's a bit of a drop to it. You can again turn away for extension or turn in for power. Reverse back fist is a lot like the hook, can be a lot like the hook. Here, top two knuckles, or it can be closer to your regular back fist where it has that kind of flip to it, that whipping quality. Or more like a hook. Forearm horizontal, I always think of it like a shortened ridge hand. Instead of hitting here, I'm hitting here. Cup punch, or striking surface variety here. Create a little pocket of air. It's supposed to be used to burst the eardrum. There. Has that same whip quality. Jumping back fist. I don't know if that's enough space on the camera here. Typically for me this is a sparring move. Just to cover a little more distance, and a lot of people aren't used to people jumping at them in sparring. You can, of course, rather than come a horizontal line, come down on someone. Again, it's just surprising when people do that to you. spinning back fist. Here, there. If I want to think power, this is going to again have that same feel, but with two different kinds of back fist. Extension and power. So if I want power, I'm going to swing through, kind of clear the house there, clear the heads maybe. If I'm thinking point sparring, I probably want to pull that strike there. Spinning back fist. My sincere advice, practice all these strikes. Hit the bag a lot. Hit it a lot of different ways. Find a way you like and play with it for like a week or two. Kind of sit on it and see what you come up with. That's been the best fruits of research for me, is just taking a strike and really chewing on it for a chunk of time, and then it's neat. You do enough bag work and you'll see it crop up in your sparring, your Chi-Sao, which that's what we want. We want technique to be applicable, and again, you're not limited to these techniques by any means. They're just the ones you have to memorize. They're just a good base. Thanks.